Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one... over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Ready, 18, Gator.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because you know a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You gonna see me in your nightmare, son. Bravo. Hey, Sam off.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check your hot read.
Hey, Wahoo. Hey.
58, the mic. You got nothing to go.
From the 40 now on second down. Lock. He'll rifle this, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Hey, watch it.
First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Broncos' 46-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On second down, Armstead. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Kill. Sponge. No.
A quick throw finding Lee out wide. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go. 70 Indy. Check 48, the mic. I got one.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Completes it to Lee. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now Dobbs. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
On the double. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
Going with Armstead, a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, he might win.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Check three. He's checking. Crash.
Dobbs. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this one is right down Broadway. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to.
It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Leo.
Kill.
Fair.
Yep. Check.
Snap.
On 1st down, Locke. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Slam.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, orbit. You're out.
Check three.
Look, squeeze. Now. Hurry. Ready.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Go.
Check safety. Check. Crunch. Go.
3rd and 2. Locke's going to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Jaguars 3.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky.
Dobbs is throwing. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
At the 44-yard line.
Coming to you, coming slow. Grab on. Shit.
Check 13, check 13.
Now Armstead, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And able to find Conley. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 37.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
This is Armstead on the carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
'58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Go.
Let's go, defense. Let's go.
Hey, high 7. Hit it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Hey, zoom.
Lock now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
On 2nd and 9, Dobbs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. A give running right is Armstead. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes to play in his 1st half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Go. Y'all playing it wrong. Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Score. Hey.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dixon, complete. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Rush in. You draw Corkins. Hey, lock it.
Alert 3. Alert.
Leo. Get it.
Here's Locke. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch the shift. 49, check 49. Fair. Deuce.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Matchbox lights. Check. Go out. Show it up. Look. Squeeze. Look at me. Zipper. That's me. Hey, Echo. Yo. Go.
Lock now on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Dixon. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Ready? 60 or. Take 3. 218. Chop it. You ain't got nothing. 25. Check 20. Smooth.
Watch out. Check. Shift. Watch the shift. Shift.
Go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lock. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Dobbs, rolling to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
Check three.
Bang. Keep grip.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dwayne Smoot just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
Ready. 18, Gator. Hey, Charlie. Yep.
Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Hey, Sam off.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Throwing right, and that's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're down on the scoreboard, and this is not what you want to see. 99 yards of field in front of you.
Yeah, and it just shows how important a good punter can be and how that person can really help out a team. Guarantee you his agent can be taking that video clip in on the next contract negotiation, don't you think?
2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove. hoping to bring his arms down.
To throw on third down. Dobbs. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Here's Jones on the return. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
Break. Pilot, 64, weak. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to loft one deep over. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Broncos push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Back to you.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Open is Swaim, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw again on 2nd down. Dobbs, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Dobbs, he's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 3rd down gain of 19. On 1st and 10, Dobbs.
That was a nicely run slant.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season
December.
of giving.
Right, it is the giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Look at me. Go. Hey, lock it. Tight dog. Check 3. 22 jet bomber. He's checking. Crash. He's crashing. He's checking. Leo. There. Shoot.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Watch twins. Squeeze.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, exit. Now. 56. Gone. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. He's going to float this over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I got you.
To throw again. Dobbs. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a 1st down as well.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 48.
Throwing here, Dobbs. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Dobbs caught here by Conley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He's got Swain here as tight end outright. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Dobbs to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Denver has the first down to play, going for 15 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
61, matchbox lights. Shit. Rock it. Go. Check 9. Go. Ready?
On first down, Locke. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A very solid gain of 27.
Greystone travel.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Go. Hard. 10.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey. Hey, Sam off. Look at me. Go. Keep gripping.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 15 now. Dobbs. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. Throwing again on 2nd down. Dobbs. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Dobbs firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Dobbs. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw is Dobbs. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Don't be scared of it.
56 to Mike. 50.
Get it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Escaping the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey, orbit.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey.
Check. Motion out of backfield. Motion
Man.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll actually throw it with Locke. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Alert 3.
On second down now. It's White, and he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. On first down, Dobbs completes it to Lee. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw Dobbs. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. From the gun, Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.